Well, it's me, Zelda, do 2026. And right now, I want to do something a little bit different because normally let me just say it like this. Normally, a lot of the times that these directs happen, I'm at work and I have to watch them at work and then stuff. So I already know what's going to happen in this direct. But there's two games I'm interested in this partner showcase. Maybe a couple. I might comment on a couple of these. I don't usually do this, but you get to see a side of me, and maybe you can suggest a couple of games that you're interested in. But I don't usually do this much direct talk. But since there are a couple of games that's coming out, one is what is it, James Bond, and then the other one's the Indiana Jones, and I think Indiana Jones is shown in this direct. Those are the only two games I'm interested in to play. Maybe you can convince me, make a comment down below, games that you're interested in. Let me go to Big Me, and that way you can see me. Hey guys, it's me, Zelda Do 2026. For those who don't know, I play Nintendo. I have a Nintendo Switch 2 I got from a birthday. And I don't usually do these kind of directs, but I can't do them live because I'm at work. So I'm going to do it pre-recorded and give you my interpretation of what I'm excited about. Like I was just saying, that I'm more interested in Indiana Jones or even what is it? Indiana Jones and gosh, the other one was James Bond. Excuse me, James Bond are the only two I'm interested coming out. Um, Maybe there's a couple that you might want to talk to me about. Maybe you can convince me. I'm also interested in this Mario movie that's coming out, by the way. I'm going to get tickets to see that where it first comes out. So I got my Zelda shirt on, and I am going to go ahead and go to gameplay, and that way you can sit here and see, ooh, look, gameplay thing's up. So let's go ahead and show this off, and then you can go ahead and give me your viewpoints down below in the comments of which games you want to play. So that's what I love about Switch 2 is Nintendo Switch, whatever. You can redo the Direct. And like I said, I wasn't really interested in some of these. Maybe you can give a comment down below on which ones you're interested in. I mean, there are a couple of them I would try out, just, show you guys what I'm talking about. But let's go ahead and go with the Direct partner showcase. It's more of a, this one, nah, I wouldn't be interested in this one.
Deep in space, a research station was suddenly struck by a cosmic storm.
See, it's just not,
15 years later, it's
something that I'm interested in.
But
Be interested in.
the threat of another cosmic storm is coming up fast.
See, it's just not.
Maki and Omura, two young explorers, must now brave galactic dangers and save all that's left of their home. Teamwork is key in this two-player co-op adventure. You'll need a few tools to survive.
I mean, if I had somebody be my partner and actually play with me, and we team up together, I would possibly want to be, cooperate together. But by myself, no, I just would not be interested. If I had a teammate that would team up with me, another gamer, yeah, I would definitely do it. But
and more. Use the tools together, and you might discover unexpected solutions to puzzles. While exploring, you can encounter strange life forms, or opt for a detour and take a little travel break. With Game Share, two players can adventure together locally or online if one person has the game. Can these two brave explorers save their home? Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this summer.
Hello everyone! Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on games from our publishing and development partners coming
I
to
don't
the
usually do
Nintendo
this,
Switch 2 and
but
Nintendo
like I
Switch
said, I'm
systems.
trying to
What you just
expand
saw
my,
was Orbitals, launching exclusively on Nintendo
get more
Switch 2
people
this
involved in my
summer.
channel.
We hope you're looking
So I
forward to
decided
this
to go ahead and do this. That way you
puzzle adventure. Okay,
can see me,
let's take
and
a
then
look
maybe,
at some upcoming
you know,
Nintendo Switch games.
I think the Switch one was okay, but I like the Switch 2, you know, the system. And yeah, this was kind of, please take a look.
In the waters of Issei Bay, on an island where legends of mermaids have been passed down, a tale of mysteries and curses stirs. The latest paranormal site mystery adventure is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. The story follows Yuza Minakuchi, a boy who works as a pearl diver. One day, while gathering on the seafloor,
This is not for
he
me.
encounters another version of himself. This phenomenon is just the beginning. Soon, other strange incidents begin to plague the island. A girl with no memories, strangers searching for treasure, and a housewife investigating victims of drowning. Speaking to those involved is a natural part of the investigation, but you'll also need to search deep within the waters of Issei Bay. As each of their motives intertwine, the story connects to the mermaid legend told centuries ago.
Centuries ago.
Paranormal Site, The Mermaid's Curse,
Nah,
launches
for
on
me,
Nintendo
that's
Switch
kinda boring.
February 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle for World Glory!
Now see, I am a soccer. I played soccer
A new Captain
when I was in
Tsubasa game
Texas,
is
so
kicking its way
I
onto
could
Nintendo
play
Switch.
this, but I would have to have
Choose
somebody
from a
help me,
roster of over
like team up
110
with me.
characters, representing
But
22
as far as me
teams.
playing this by myself,
Score
no.
with powerful shots from the original work, as well as newly added special moves that
See.
give passes, blocks,
I mean, that's
dribbles,
kinda cool.
and tackles a boost.
That you have
Go
different
on the
kind of
offensive
powers
against elite
when you're
competitors
playing
as
soccer.
you aim for victory. Gear up for sensational soccer action. When Captain Tsubasa 2 World Fighters launches on the Nintendo Switch system this year. Next up are games heading to Nintendo Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch. A life or death fight for survival begins. It was a normal day until a cave-in befell the city of Tokyo. As the dust settles, our protagonist, Anne, discovers an underground world deep below the metropolis. But she's not alone. Creatures
No,
called Xeno
I'm sorry,
populate
but I
the
just
unknown
cannot do
space.
this because this is dumb. Like, you're running
If you're
around
bound by a Xeno,
and all you can do is
game
run
over.
from these things. And you use, give me a gun, give me a bazooka,
fighting
give
is
me
not
something.
an option. So
This is
quick
stupid.
thinking and decision making are vital to your survival. Analyze their patterns
You're
and
basically
find
hide
the
and
best
seek in
route
your
to make
lunch.
your escape.
I don't see how fun this would
Activate
be.
traps in each area to lure and ensnare any
See,
stalking Xeno.
you're basically playing, hopefully that these things can capture these things.
And by using game share, up to 4 players can share controls, including Anne's movement and camera adjustments. Whether locally or online, coordinating with your friends
Maybe
is
somebody
key
else
to
would want to
making
play
it out
this, but
alive.
I just don't want to play this. This one's kind of stupid. To be honest with y'all, no offense. I know the creators are probably like, well, we appreciate the fact that you part of our
Tokyo Scramble, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2, February 11th.
It's already out.
Pre-orders begin later
And you're
today
wasting the Switch
on
2's
Nintendo
capability
eShop.
on this? Please, come on.
Awaken your Viking spirit.
Awaken your Viking spirit?
Battle, build, and conquer in this massive survival game. How you go about it is entirely up to you. You could start by gathering materials around the woods. fashion a bow and arrows to hunt wildlife and prepare meals. With an axe, you can chop trees to build a house. Yikes, don't get hit by falling trees. Build pillars, install beams, construct walls, make the roof, and even add a fireplace. Now you're safe, even from the cold. Wait, is this ventilated? Don't forget the chimney too. By upgrading your crafting stations, you can make items of higher quality.
Okay.
And once you've built a ship, set sail on the high seas to reach new lands and create even more strongholds.
So is it
Plus,
Sim
up to
City
10
meets
players
Vikings or
online
something?
can explore this vast world together.
It's Sim City meets Vikings. Okay.
Now, go forth and survive in Valheim, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Find your way forward in these games. Return to the kingdom of Hallownest and fight back the infection in this upgraded modern classic. Dodge, dash, and slash through this 2D action adventure platformer, now with enhanced visuals and improved frame rates on Nintendo Switch 2. Equip charms to enhance your abilities and deal magic damage using upgradable spells while exploring the vast interconnected map. Descend into a world of insects and heroes when Hollow Knight Nintendo Switch 2 Edition launches on Nintendo Switch 2 later today. Nintendo Switch 2 players who have Hollow Knight on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition for free with the upgrade pack. eFootball,
Yes,
reborn from Pro Evolution Soccer,
EA
is
Sports,
coming to
EA.
Nintendo
How about a
Switch
hockey
2.
game?
Build out your club,
How about that?
sign
Let's
legendary
do a hockey
players,
game.
and compete in tournaments
I would
around the
play some
globe in World
soccer,
Tour
but
mode.
how about a hockey
Join
game?
an
I'm the-
exciting
I'm with the
competition
Nashville
where national
Predators over
teams
here.
face
We got a
off
hockey
every 4 years in the International
stadium
Cup
here
tournament.
in Nashville. How about a
Or
hockey
play
game?
with friends locally or online
Just a
to
thought.
prove who's at the top of their game. Experience the excitement of soccer
But I would
and
definitely
aim
get
to be
this
the
just
best
to,
in the world when
get somebody to
eFootball
collaborate
Kickoff
with
launches
me.
on
We take it
Nintendo
on
Switch
both
2
of them.
this
We'd be on
summer.
the same team.
Travel through 4 ages in a brand new HD 2D action RPG. Explore the age of safekeeping, the hero Elliot's own time. The age of reconstruction, when humans nearly went extinct. The age of magic, a time when spells flourished. And the age of budding, the birth of human civilization. In each age, the scenery and citizens of Elliot's hometown will change. You can also obtain some weapons and magic unique to certain time periods. A story spanning time will soon begin. The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, launches on the
It's
Nintendo
on my
Switch
birthday,
2
so
system
it's my
June
birthday month.
18th.
Excuse me, June. That's right, I was born in June.
Have a blast with Super Bomberman
Yeah.
games from the Super NES era. Play like first
This
Super
is just-
Bomberman through to the culmination of the series, Super Bomberman 5, including titles previously unreleased worldwide. The Famicom versions of Bomberman and Bomberman 2 are also included. Plus, there's a brand new Boss Rush mode, as well as game share support. Super Bomberman Collection launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch later today. The unknown journey continues. The second entry in the Final Fantasy VII Remake series is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
He's alive.
I've heard about
In
this
pursuit
one.
of
This
his
is on
arch nemesis
PlayStation.
Sephiroth,
It's coming to
Cloud
Switch
Strife and his
too.
comrades escape the
This looks
city of
good.
Midgard
This
and
would be
embark on a
definitely,
journey
yes, I would
across
play
the
this guy.
vast world.
Yeah.
Traverse the
definitely.
planet on
Just look at
chocobos,
that. That's just cool.
wheelies, in a buggy,
In
or
a
other
buggy.
modes of transportation. team up with allies in battles, blending action
Now, I
and
want some people to
strategy.
join me and we fight together and take this thing on.
If you'd like to focus on the story, there's also a boost function to make combat easier. You'll also find various activities scattered across the world, allowing you to take a break from the action. And as you interact with your allies, their affinity toward you will grow and impact how the story unfolds. What fate awaits Cloud and his crew in their pursuit of Sephiroth? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 3rd.
That would be a
Pre-orders
perfect
begin
birthday
later today on Nintendo
to get
eShop.
that and start playing it on my birthday.
Vitals stable. Awakening subject.
Now, see, this is something
While
that I would be
investigating
getting
the
into
lunar
because
research
it's kind
station,
of.
an injury befalls spacefarer Hugh Williams.
I would play this just because it's kind of got a. It's kind
With him is
weird
Diana,
looking, you know?
an android called a Pragmata.
There you are.
Matter. Okay.
All better.
Classified as unauthorized intruders, the two are targeted by the station AI, which sends enemy bots after them.
Come on, gun work!
These bots have near impenetrable armor,
I think I can help.
but with Diana's hacking skills, you can break down their defenses.
Initiating hack.
What the heck was that?
By moving the cursor through panels toward the green goal, you can hack the enemy bots.
There's no time to explain. Shoot now.
Once their weak points are exposed, fire away.
Yes, definitely.
Depending on the nodes
Wanna
you
play
pass
this
through,
when it
you
comes
can
out.
modify the damage and effects of a hack. Each split-second decision can change the outcome of battle.
I don't know if I want to play the demo. I just want to play it when it first comes out.
Energy levels.
Free.
What truths will the two find in this AI-controlled lunar station?
So it's not one of your bot buddies?
Overdrive protocol. Initiate.
Yeah, baby. We did it! This is how we say, good job.
And what will Diana learn on this journey? Pragmata launches on Nintendo Switch 2, April 24th. A demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Cool. Okay.
We hope you're looking forward to fast-paced combat and exploration with a unique combination of hacking and shooting. Let's continue with more headlines. Journey to the Lost Lands.
See, I would get into this because
Become a legendary Turok warrior in this intergalactic action shooter. To stop an alien threat from destroying all human life, you'll journey solo or with a team of warriors online and battle all sorts of primal creatures in ferocious combat. Swap between first-person and third-person perspectives as you unleash weapons, melee attacks, and special abilities to devastate foes. Extract DNA from fallen enemies and the environment to upgrade your arsenal, evolve your mantle, and unlock even more abilities called Echo Syncs to gain a greater edge in combat. As you venture
Now, see,
across
the graphics are
breathtaking worlds,
amazing.
you'll
I don't-
unravel
I
the mysteries
think
that
that I
ultimately
would
hold the
possibly
key
get into
to
this.
saving humanity. Turok Origins launches on
fall,
Nintendo
though.
Switch 2 this fall. Uncover the truth of Xanadu. In a Japan where Kyoto is the capital, another world exists that's encroaching on our own. A world where monsters roam free. A boy named Ray must use his newly awakened powers against the threat as he joins Hirosaka Academy, a school for gifted students. The Academy's goal? Conquer Xanadu. the great labyrinth rumored to be the origin of this other world. While traversing the labyrinth, hone your abilities and reshape the terrain to expand the range of your exploration. Then, take on dangerous enemies in 3D action RPG combat. Use your powers to overcome foes. Outside the labyrinth, improve your stats. And spend time with your friends as you prepare to conquer Xanadu. The battle between man and monster begins. Discover the truth when Kyoto Xanadu launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems this summer. Check out these anime-style games.
Anime-style games?
It's time to evolve
Now, see,
in
I
the
love
latest
what you think.
Digimon story game. One day,
Now,
a
see the
powerful
movie
blast
with,
causes the
what
world
is
to
his name,
collapse
Rhino
and
Reynolds,
sends you 8 years into the past. With over 450 Digimon to collect
or something.
and
I've seen
venture
that,
through the human world
there's not
and
much into
digital
Pokemon.
world to save the future.
I understand that it's a huge market and people love it.
And
I
on
just
Nintendo Switch 2,
haven't really got
you
much
can
into
select
it.
quality mode, playing in 4K at 30 frames per second, or performance mode, playing in full HD at 60 frames per second. Digimon Story Time Stranger launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems July 10th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. An adventure set high in the sky is soaring in. Form your party from a roster of over 20 characters, each with their own fighting style. Channel the power of teamwork and summon mighty primal beasts to vanquish your enemies. You can also team up in local or online multiplayer. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok launches on Nintendo Switch 2
No.
July 9th.
Yeah, I don't care.
The latest Monster Hunter Stories game is flying in.
Possibly would play
Your
this.
monster allies, called
'Cause it's
Monsties,
monsters.
can learn special
And it's-
abilities through a ceremony
Now
called
it's
the
like
Right
people
of
kind of
Channeling. Raise your
weird.
Monsties as you travel the
See,
world.
it's kind of not like something I would be interested in.
Lands lie on the brink of
If
disaster.
it was like Zelda and it
Monsters
was
are on
more
the
of
verge of
a,
extinction.
but this is kind of
And the
more like
writers
a
trying to save the world have to contend with
weird
an
graphic
even greater
and weird
threat.
playing RPG style
Monster
kind of
Hunter
game.
Stories 3 Twisted Reflection
See, I'm just
soars
not
on
much into
Nintendo
Monster
Switch
Hunters
2,
again.
March 13th. A demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop. Save data can be transferred to the full game once purchased. New titles are joining the archives.
New titles are joining the archives. Oh, okay.
Rave Racer, published by Namco in 1995, speeds into the Arcade Archives 2 lineup. Aim for first place in a race against your
Did I play
rivals.
that? I don't know if I played that on the Switch or the
Get ready for a
Nintendo.
new line of home console titles. Console Archives is on the way. Doraemon.
Don't know it.
Sonic Wings Special.
Don't but
And more will be released over time. The first wave of Console Archives titles includes Cool Borders and Ninja Gaiden
I
2,
think I
The
played
Dark
this
Sword
one
of
time.
Chaos.
I think I played this on the.
These
Nintendo
titles will be
Super
available on
Nintendo, whatever
Nintendo
it was.
Switch 2 later today.
Oh, WWE, yeah. I would definitely play WWE. What the heck? Yep, WWE. Definitely play WWE. Yep. You smell what's wrong? Voyager. Yes. 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 I would definitely play Voyager. Yep. Yep. Disney? Huh. Okay. Yep, Disney. Not much into golf. Okay.
Wake up, little June.
Why are you hiding?
Let's make some noise.
We found another body. I need your eyes on the crime scene.
When a string of mysterious deaths occurs
Now, see,
across America,
I watched the movies. Resident
FBI
Evil. Yes,
analyst
I watched
Grace
the movies.
Ashcroft is
I won't play
captured
the
by the
game, but
suspect
I'm
while
so trigger
investigating
happy
the case.
that I think this game said that she only has so much ammo, and something would scare me, and I would be like, run out of ammo and get killed. See, watch.
In her attempt to escape, Grace comes up against unknown threats.
I'd get trigger happy.
A
Something
limited
would
supply of healing items
A
and
limited
ammunition
supply
are at her
of
disposal.
ammunition too. So I'd get trigger happy.
Will she confront the threats head on, or save her ammo for the next encounter? For Grace, impending doom is
So
always
it would
close
just,
at
it'd
hand.
just be too much for me to handle. Something scared me, and
Meanwhile,
I was
another agent working for an anti-bioterrorism organization
So
is also
I
on the
would wanna
case.
play it, but I
Leon
just-
S. Kennedy.
6 survivors in Raccoon City, all dead for the same thing.
play
With his
this right
physical
now. Because it's
prowess,
just-
Leon can parry an opponent's attack, then strike to break the stunned opponent's stance in close quarters
See, he
combat.
can fight. He fights good.
He can fire from a distance using handguns
It's
and
just
rifles,
these games are just so intense.
or use an enemy's
he's
weapon
got
against
chainsaws
them.
and-
Leon has a varied arsenal of attacks at his
It's too
disposal.
bloody and just too.
This game features both third-person and first-person camera perspectives,
See.
and you can change your perspective at any time. There are multiple
I just get too
difficulty
trigger
options
happy.
available,
I would be like,
including a mode for less experienced players that
You know,
features aim assist.
it was just, that would be too much trigger happy.
Guide Grace as she attempts to escape unprecedented terrors, and Leon, who relies on strength to carve his own path. What will they discover when their fates intertwine? Resident Evil Requiem launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system February 27th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard and Resident Evil Village will also be available the same day.
Man.
Horror-filled excitement waits, whether you play these games or Resident Evil Requiem first. Plus, a Nintendo Switch 2 Pro
Wow, I
controller
love the Pro
featuring
controller.
original art is releasing alongside the games. Amiibo figures of Grace
Amiibo,
and
definitely
Leon
guys get
will also
Amiibo.
be available this summer. You can scan them to receive
See, I
in-game
got
weapon
Amiibo.
skins.
So get an Amiibo. You need them.
Resident Evil Requiem, the latest entry in the Resident Evil series, is launching later this month. You can also look forward to a creator's voice video featuring a member of the Resident Evil Requiem development team. The video will release in the near future. Next is our last announcement.
Hey everybody, from all of us here at Bethesda Game Studios. If you're like us, Nintendo has meant so much to you from your early days of gaming to now. It was incredible for us to
Completely
partner on the
satisfied with the
original
Switch, too.
Switch, and it was just such a great piece of hardware and also so personal when you play. We're excited to finally bring a number of our franchises for the first time to Nintendo. We hope you all enjoy the journey.
Vault Dwellers, welcome home. Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition is emerging on Nintendo Switch 2. Scavenge, shoot, build, and create alliances as you reshape the wasteland and what remains of civilization. Every choice matters. Fancy yourself a smooth talker or pining to pump up your power armor. Choose from hundreds of perks that fit your playstyle. Every road leads somewhere new. From the heart of Diamond City to the shadowy corners of forgotten vaults, the Commonwealth is packed with stories waiting to be uncovered. In addition to the base game, experience 6 official expansions and over 150 Creation Club items to expand your adventure. Grab your Pip-Boy and traverse the wasteland in Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, launching on Nintendo Switch 2, February 24th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Am I gonna get something?
The year is
This is
1937.
one of the games I wanted
Sinister
to play.
forces are on the
Indiana
hunt for an
Jones and the
ancient
Great
power,
Circle. Yes.
and only one person can stop them. Embark
Yeah.
on a globe-trotting cinematic adventure in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yes.
Set between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Last Crusade.
Really?
Indy will journey
So it's
around the
between 3
world
and
to
4?
uncover the mystery behind the Great Circle. From the pyramids of Giza to the sunken temples of Sukhothai and beyond. Use your wits to infiltrate historic areas and solve fiendish puzzles.
Puzzles, okay.
Or use your whip to face off
the
against
whip.
dangerous foes and explore a world full
Oh,
of
yeah.
daring escapes and unforgettable encounters. Adventure calls when Indiana Jones and the Great Circle
May
launches
12th.
on Nintendo Switch 2, May 12th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Explore the vast landscape of Cyrodiil in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Experience this renowned open-world RPG now on a Nintendo system for the first time.
Hey, let's
Freely
go.
customize your character to match your
Okay, you had
playstyle.
me till you
Then
started doing
adventure
all that.
amongst an unforgettable cast of characters
By the grace of the gods, I serve Tambriel as her ruler.
and fight back the Daedra to close shut the jaws of Oblivion. Master ranged or melee weapons, wield powerful magic, or use stealth skills to best your foes. In this remastered version, character models, weapons, even rocks and sweet rolls have all been meticulously recreated. Combat animations have also been updated to give them a modernized touch. Plus, the Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine expansions are included alongside the main story to take your adventure even further. Step through the gates once more when The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this year. We hope you're excited for these games from Bethesda Softworks. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
So, you can clearly see there's a lot of games coming out that are just partner showcase. Possibly we're going to be getting a bigger direct pretty soon. I believe, and this is just me, that with Mario Galaxy coming out, yeah, show more Indiana Jones. With Mario Galaxy coming out soon, let me go ahead and just go to Big Me. I believe that with Mario Galaxy coming out April 1st, you're going to have another direct that's going to be, hey, pre-order, get your tickets. I think they're probably going to do one pretty soon about that one. So Yeah, I think we're gonna have a direct probably about in March because they're gonna be like, "Hey, get your tickets for this movie that you see down below." Uh, I think they're gonna want to do a direct and say tickets can go on sale. So I have a good feeling we're probably gonna get a direct in March. So that's just my opinion. That's what I think they're gonna do because they want. I mean, you don't put stuff on the Super Bowl and spend millions of dollars to, have a few empty seats. You're spending all this money on the Super Bowl. I mean, that's at least 5 to 8 million, 10 million for a trailer like that. Uh, you don't spend all that kind of money if you're not wanting to sell out. I mean, that's just not happening. You got to think about that. So, when's the best time for them to go ahead and say tickets go on sale? Uh, a couple of weeks before the movie drops. But that's just my opinion. So, take that with a grain. I mean, I don't have any sources. I don't know. Uh, I know much as y'all do, but like I said, I think that's what when it's going to happen is what's going to happen is we're going to have a direct and it's going to say tickets go on sale for the movie. So I would say look for that coming up. But anyway, this is Elder Do 2026. Don't forget that I'm going to be dropping another video pretty soon with about Echoes of Wisdom playthrough that I'm doing. And then obviously Mario, I'm going to go see that. And then, like I said, I cannot wait for Indiana Jones and I cannot wait for Bond. And there's a couple of ones on this one I can't wait to play. So jump in the comments, tell me which one you would like to play, or just jump in the comments and tell me whatever. Just communicate with me, talk to me. What's your favorite Nintendo? What's your favorite Switch game so far? But anyway, it's glad to see you guys, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. And this is Zelda Do 2026, and I'm out.